Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Butterrflyy, but you can call me Fly. And it's finally happened. I've finally gone ahead and uninstalled MW2. Not forever, of course. I just simply uninstalled it so I could go ahead and have the storage to go ahead and reinstall an older Call of Duty. That Call of Duty being none other than Call of Duty Vanguard. Golly gee, it took so long to go ahead and find a lobby that I was beginning to wonder if this game even had players. But honestly, I gotta say, I think this game got way more hate than it deserved. I mean, just look at this. I'm running. This is running. I'm sprinting through the map. This feels insanely fast. The pace of this game, incredible. And I know that MW2, the main complaint with that is movement this, movement that. In this game, it's got movement for days. Look at that. My field upgrade is dead silence, and it was just with the click of a button. I didn't even pull out a little radio thing to go ahead and activate my dead silence. That's incredible. Okay. Still pretty crazy. Yep. Yep. Oh. Okay, so far the spawns feel a little bit better than I recall, too, with this game. Like, these don't even feel that bad. Holy cow, that's actually insane. I gotta say, I think the worst part about this game was probably the color. I think most people can agree on that. The colors were just kind of bland with this game. And I mean, it's expected. It's a World War II themed game, but I feel like if it just had a little bit more color, it wasn't so hazy. Like, I don't know, this map, it's super fast paced, but whenever you just look at it, like the atmosphere, it's kind of depressing in a way. I could still level up in this game. How far can I go in this game? Actually, right here in the barracks, it kept track of literally everything. It has season 1, season 2, season 3, 4, 5. 5, I kind of slacked off a little bit. And I mean, I don't know how high the max number is, but I think it'd be sick to kind of get back into this a little bit and climb up to level 1000 or something like that. Ah, beautiful shipment. I think the biggest problem with shipment on Vanguard here was simply just, well, now it's apparently that we don't have players. That's probably the biggest problem. That's sick. I think the biggest problem with shipment, simply just the fire. There was so much fire on this map that you couldn't avoid anything. Basically spawn dying from fire. Fire rounds, Molotovs, kill streaks, everything. Oh, look at that. We got a victory under our belt. Let's go. It's kind of crazy to think that this game's so low in population that we're finding games with nobody. It's expected though, because a lot of people did hate on this game and it really was not all that bad. I mean, for peace sake, man, we got Snoop Dogg in this game. This game is just like every other Call of Duty. It took itself way too seriously in the beginning, and had they have just stepped their foot in that doorway of just going wild with it a lot sooner, I feel like this game could have been a little bit more successful. This is so sad. Thinking about having all the verticality that this map does on MW2 would actually be insane with the movement mechanics on MW2. Wow, we actually have a 3v3 halfway through the match. Yep, here we go. Here begins the fire. The Molotovs, I'm telling you, they were the biggest issue. You could not go anywhere. The amount of fire that's already on the match right now, it's crazy. Is that not a window? I could have sworn that was a window in this game. It wasn't this easy to play this game whenever it was actually alive and well. Like, it was such a sweat fest between everybody. I would not be able to be doing the things that I'm doing right now whenever this game was actually living. Who knows? I might have to start playing Call of Duties like after their life cycle, when it's kind of dead like this. Can you imagine going for like camo grinds and everything now? Now that's dead, now that's not a sweat fest. That's something that I didn't even really do in this game. I never went and got the atomic camo. I think it got like halfway through it, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't really have an appeal in doing it anymore because the game was so sweaty, and then I kind of started getting drawn into Warzone a little bit late. Like I was really late to the Warzone party. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. I feel bad for these guys. I feel like they actually are trying to camo grind. Like, that guy's just sitting mid lane still. And I feel like he's definitely trying to go for some camos. I gotta say though, some things that this game did do pretty solid is, I'm pretty sure it was the first Call of Duty that actually had an FOV slider for console. Movement, obviously, movement really wasn't that bad. I think besides movement, FOV slider, the simple things like that, I think some of the maps were pretty solid on this game. I don't really recall any of the names because I never pay attention to names at all, unless it's like Nuke Town or Shipment or something simple like that. But I think some of the other maps on this game were definitely pretty solid. This match was actually a little bit more populated. It seems like DOS Haas actually gets some players going. I don't know though. Jumping into a different Call of Duty actually feels good. Like whenever I had that change of pace in X Defiant, I just craved that again. So I needed something with movement. Whether I went back to MW 2019, whether I jumped into Warzone 1, whether I jumped into this game, for example, I just wanted to feel that little change of pace, that fast pace, like everything zooming past my face sort of vibe, like I just stuck my head out of a moving car going 70 miles an hour down the road. I needed that sort of change of pace going. So feeling that in this game, it feels tremendous. I was even exploring some other games though. Redfall, it just released like yesterday or something like that. I thought it was going to be a really cool game, running around, killing vampires, but I looked into some gameplay of that and I was actually heavily disappointed in that game. Found out that on console, it's locked at 30 FPS, which that's already depressing. That is... I don't even know what to think of that. Watching gameplay of it, some of the vampires seem like they don't have anything to them. Like some of the vampires get stuck on the most random object like this. Say I'm standing on the other side of this, a vampire will get stuck on that and not have the knowledge or know-how to go ahead and just circle around it and try and attack you. Now, some vampires actually have this sort of teleportation sort of thing where they shift around really fast, and they'll actually do that while stuck on whatever object, and then they'll realize, oh, this guy's over here. But it's still not the same as just walking around it or something like that. It's just kind of a part of what the character does, so that's the only reason that it's going to go ahead and find you. Everything gets improvements though. It could improve drastically in who knows how much time, but that's kind of like an issue that I've seen in a lot of games recently. But I don't know, I think this game got a little bit more hate than it deserved. Some things it could have done a little bit better. Maybe I'm just speaking nonsense. I just was really looking forward to going ahead and jumping back into Vanguard. Maybe I'm biased though, because my favorite Call of Duty of all time is World War II. Black Ops 2 was a good game as well. I really enjoyed that until World War II was released, because the time that World War II was released, it was a good time for me because I was one of those individuals that wasn't a huge fan of the futuristic stuff at the time, but now I wouldn't mind actually having some of that futuristic stuff. So like I said, maybe I'm a little bit biased, but let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of Vanguard. Was it a game that you enjoyed? Was it a game that you hated? Were you maybe one of the individuals that were kind of like, you know what, I really like this game, but a lot of my friends don't like this game, so I hate playing it alone. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of it. That's it for this one though. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. MW2 Warzone 2 rank play coming very soon, so I'm hoping that maybe reignites my love and just drive to want to play MW2 nonstop again. With that though, peace out, Monarch Militia, and as always, spread love, radiate positivity, and try to smile. See ya.